Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Diana, and this is Diana Simplifies. Today, let's talk about Zone 1. So, the Flylady system divides your house up into zones, and so there's small chunks of areas so that you're not cleaning your entire house every day, every week, all year long. So, we're just biting off a chunk at a time and doing a little bit. So I'm just going to talk to you today about what I did in Zone 1. I did a little over the weekend, and I did a little bit today. And actually, over the weekend, it was still Zone 5, and I didn't finish Zone 5, and I wanted to move on to Zone 1, and so I did. And so that's the beauty of Flylady. No one's telling you what to do. If you want to do a different zone, you can. So I still have some things I need to work on. I have some decluttering in Zone 5, which was the den. I did not really finish that. I had looked at it a couple weeks ago. When we weren't even in the zone, and then I kind of moved on to some other decluttering in other areas. So that's okay, it doesn't matter. I moved on to Zone 1 over the weekend, like I said, and Zone 1 won't actually begin until February 1st, which might be the day that I'm posting this. I'm not sure. Today's Monday, but I went ahead and did some work on my front porch. That's part of Zone 1. It's your front porch, your entryway, and your dining room. So that seems like a lot. It's 3 areas. Hopefully your front porch is not huge and your entry is not huge. Mine actually are rather large. Our home was built in the 1890s, and we have one of those huge entry halls with the tall ceilings. We have the front porch covers the entire front of our house, so it is quite large. I probably spent 25 minutes or so out there sweeping. It's still not perfect. And I was like, it looks better than it did. I'm done. And one of my cats was out there trying to eat, and she's a little bit skittish. And I just wanted her to be able to eat. So I just sort of went around her, and then she started running off. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to finish up here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I don't sweep the front porch very often. I don't even do it during the zone. The front porch is very large, and it does get it has those little whirly-gig things on there from whatever tree that comes from. It's not our tree, it's someone else's tree, and they're all over the porch. And for whatever reason, the broom doesn't really sweep them very well, so I was just getting frustrated. So I let her eat, and moved on. And so then I went into the entry hall, and my entry hall happens to open then into the dining room. So it all, for me, Zone 1 flows one thing into the other. So the front porch into the entry hall into the dining room. It's all like one big area. And so I got the vacuum cleaner, and I vacuumed the entry hall and the dining room. And I had already dusted. I mentioned that, although I have to say I did notice there was something all over the piano that I have just dusted. So might need to get my dust rag back out, but I know that I dusted that piano. But the cat likes to sleep up there, and we've been using that corn cob litter for some of the cats, and that stuff goes everywhere. I've noticed it's more natural. It doesn't sting quite as much as some of the other, and it's not quite as annoying as some of the other, except that I find it everywhere. So I think that she kind of walked along the piano, and there's an area she sleeps up there, and I think that's probably why it looks a little dusty. I think she dropped some of that corn cob stuff, which is, yes, yucky. I told my husband I'm not sure I want to keep using that because I'm finding it everywhere, literally everywhere. But anyway, I do, as sort of a more natural thing for them. I think it's probably better for them. It's more annoying for me. But, I can live with it. We're not eating off the piano, and we're not eating off the floors. So I don't get too worked up about it. But so things that you could do in there, you could dust, you could vacuum, you could do your baseboards. I did some of the trim, but I didn't really finish the baseboard, so I could go back and do that. If you need to mop that area, you could do that. I don't mop my hardwood floors real often, and so I'm skipping the mopping. So I've done pretty much what I'm going to do in there. You could go around the ceilings. With something, I have to have something really tall to go around those ceilings, or get on a ladder to knock anything down, because our ceilings are 12 feet in there. Where are you going? That's not yours. I don't know. The dog went to the vet this morning. He seems a little worked up. Not sure what's going on. Hey, Ranger, it's okay. It's okay. He had a hard morning. He had his heartworm shot, and he had to get his blood work. Okay, so you're good. Okay, so I did find a few things to declutter. I've been decluttering things off my porch. My husband makes fun of me. I put used distilled water jugs out there. I usually, especially in the summer, I put water. I refill them with water, put them on the porch to water my plants. Well, then and also to give the cats water. I'm going to quit doing that. He's been making fun of me, and every time the wind blows, and those jugs usually aren't completely full, and the wind blows everything off the porch, and he'll say, "There go the jugs." So I've gotten rid of them all. I've thrown them all in the trash. So we don't really have recycling here. So if you're getting upset because I said trash, we don't really have a recycling anything around here where we live. So everything here just goes into the trash. We're very rural. That's just rural Tennessee for you. We just don't really have a lot of that stuff that other people have. So if you're upset about that, sorry. Okay, so I will say I decluttered this off the porch. This looks completely disgusting. Understand they haven't been eating out of this. This is not, it's just been sitting there. It needs to be cleaned. I bought them 2 of these bowls, and that's got a bunch of trash or something on it, cobwebs or something. But I bought them these 2 bowls. I can't even get it loose. And they're both dirty. They're not eating out of these. I'm about to wash these out and get rid of them. I have one cat. I'm not getting rid of this stainless steel, but I have one cat that this plastic gives him, I don't know if you know what feline acne is, but it gives him an acne problem around his chin. And so I can't feed him in these bowls. I had bought these for my front porch cats, and they can't eat out of them because he's got that problem. So you have to feed them out of like a ceramic bowl or stainless steel, and these stainless steel bowls are really too small for them. So I'm not going to put that bowl out there for him either. So I just cleaned that off the porch. I had gotten this when I was couponing. It's a very small bag. I'm going to give this away because my cats eat ions, and I just thought I'll get this for the stray cat. And then we've had to, I hate to say this, but the stray cat's been mean to my cat. He bit one of my cats twice, and I thought we were going to have this huge vet bill. We were able to get it straightened out. It was a very bad bite. We were able to cure it here at home, but we don't need any more vet bills. We have lots of vet bills already because we have a cat with a blood disorder, and she's at the vet all the time. She had to go today, and then of course Ranger had to go today and had his yearly, he actually has to go twice a year for certain things, but anyway, he had his yearly blood work. Everything becomes very expensive, and I'm not feeding the stray cat anymore. So I'm giving that food away, so I'm decluttering that. I cleaned out a drawer in my dining room. I used to do scrapbooking a long time ago. I think these markers were for scrapbooking. I haven't used these in years. I'm going to see if they write. If they do write, I'm going to give them away. If they don't write, I'm throwing them away. I have this that I never used. Obviously, it's probably, I don't know, it's been years ago. It probably doesn't even work anymore. I'm probably going to just get rid of that. And I have 3 pens that I'm getting rid of. And these are old glue sticks that were in there, and I don't even know why I still have them because this stuff gets gunky and it doesn't work. So all this pile is going away. Some of it is going to get cleaned up. Those bowls I'll clean up and give them to somebody, and the cat food is going to go to somebody. But that was just a quick declutter, just an idea of something you can just run through really fast in the zone that you're working in. Just open a drawer, find, is there anything in the drawer? Is there trash? Is there stuff that needs to be given away? Or there are things in there you haven't used in years? Why are we keeping these things? So just very quickly, just run through, find a drawer, declutter. I did look through my other drawers. I had actually looked through them probably right after Christmas, or when I did my Christmas declutter, and I was looking in some of those drawers to see if there's anything I could get rid of. And I'd already looked through everything, and pretty much everything's the way I want it. And my china cabinet is the way I want it. I'm not getting rid of stuff in the china cabinet. And I have another small china cabinet that's a corner cabinet. There's nothing in there I want to get rid of. So I don't have tons of furniture in those 2 rooms. I've got the piano and a few different cabinets, and then the dining room table and a china cabinet that goes with that. So that's pretty much it for those 2 rooms. And again, I took just about everything is off the front porch now. I have the little Valentine sign on the door that I'd shown you a few weeks ago that was from Dollar Tree. That's the Valentine sign. I have that on my door. On the front porch, I have 4 chairs. I actually have 2 of those stacked because they're plastic, and when the wind blows, they also blow around. So I stacked them for now until it becomes, warmer out and we can be out there using them. And actually, my husband doesn't even go out there. I go out there some and use those chairs. So there's 4 chairs out there. And I pretty much, there's a rose bush. I think I need to move it because it's going to get really cold again. We're about to get down to just super cold. It's really nice today, and it's going to get super cold on Thursday. And when I get finished with this video, I'm going to run to the grocery because I'm not waiting till everybody else goes, because we're going to possibly have bad weather coming in again on Wednesday night and Thursday. And I'm not going to be doing that on Wednesday. I've got to go somewhere Wednesday anyway, but I'm not waiting. I'm going to go ahead and get my groceries done. Anything that I need, errand-wise, gas, and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to get that done today and get it finished because everybody else will be out on Wednesday, and I'm not going to be in that crowd of people. So anyway, we already had these weather alerts coming. They started yesterday. If you ever want to get worked up about something, just have your phone with weather alerts. It's just great. It's talking about like 10 degrees and stuff like that. And, you know, we live in the South. It's just not normal really for us to have that. So we're not used to it. We know that you guys, wherever you live, y'all may totally be used to that in snow. We don't really get a lot of that here. So I do need to get that rose bush off the porch. I had forgotten about that. But other than that, I've pretty well cleaned the porch off. It's actually very minimal. The most minimal thing I have in this house is my front porch right now. All right, so I hope that helped you get motivated to do a zone. It doesn't have to be zone 1. It could be any of the zones. You could work on your bedroom and your bedroom closet. You could work in your kitchen. I worked in the kitchen over the weekend. I did some decluttering in there. I'm going to show you later. You could work in your office. You could work in your extra bedroom. You could work in your bathrooms. So any zone you want to pick, but if you wanted to work with me this week, it's going to be zone 1 for me. Again, front porch, dining room, and entry hall. All right, you guys have a great day. Hope the weather is lovely where you are. Hope you're staying safe and well and healthy. Talk to you soon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.